All right, hi, I'm Tim Werner, the festival director at STIFF, the Seattle Transmedia and Independent Film Festival, and I wanted to do a little special edition of FestHack. FestHack is our opportunity to talk to you guys about how to get into film festivals and what to do when you get there. And I just got a text message from a friend of mine. In addition to working on the festival, I'm also a producer, and I produced a short film. And we just got our official rejection notice from the Sundance Film Festival. Of course, Sundance is really that festival that everyone wants to be a part of. So it was a little bit of a letdown. But before I really have a chance to kind of talk with the rest of the team about it, I thought I would do a little bit of research into the Sundance Festival and what realistically were our chances of getting into the festival, and should you submit your short film to Sundance? So in doing research, I found an article. It's in Filmmaker Magazine, and it's online, and I'll put the link to that down below. Because if you're thinking about submitting a film to Sundance, you should definitely read this article. It's really great because it's the only article that I could find that has an interview with an actual Sundance programmer. The article is called Shorter is Better, and the programmer is Mike Plant. And the reason it's called Shorter is Better is because Mike says that you can more than double your chances of being accepted into Sundance by keeping your film at 8 minutes or less. And I'll explain that. First of all, Sundance this year got about 8,700 short films submitted. They have in their program about 70 slots for short films. So already it's a pretty overwhelming odds that you're going to get accepted. Nothing to do with the quality of your film, how much money you spent, if there's anybody famous in your film. But just based on those odds, 70 slots, 8,700 submissions. The way they show those films, the way they program those films, is about half of those films are going to go in front of feature films. So you buy a ticket to the feature film, and you get treated to a little short film in front of that. And they keep all of those films at under 8 minutes. So in order to half of their slots are films that are 8 minutes or less. So if your film is above 8 minutes, and so my film it was about a 20-minute film, which is tough for any film festival, but for Sundance to even consider it, none of those slots that go in front of feature films were available to us at all. So then basically that kind of breaks it down to the way that the films that are not presented in front of a feature, they put them into blocks, and they have 5 blocks of short films. So 35 films in 5 blocks is roughly 7 films per block. But 3 of those blocks of films are really specific. There's an animation block, there's a documentary block, and then there's a genre block. It's midnight films, so like horror type films. And our film was a drama, so it didn't even qualify for any of those. So it really kind of boiled down to there were only 14 slots that our film could have even fit into. So looking back, I'm not sure that we really should have submitted to Sundance. I think it's about $50 to submit a short film, and it's one of those things. It's a little bit like a lottery ticket. Everybody wants to be involved in Sundance, but when you look a little bit deeper and you look at the level of films that are at Sundance, there are going to be short films that are made in that $50,000 to $100,000 range. There's going to be short films that have people you recognize from television or other films, celebrities. You have a lot of films that are, where you have an actor who wants to be a director, so they're not in the film, but they're directing the film. You have a lot of Sundance alumnus, and kind of looking at it that way, we probably had maybe 1 slot out of over 8,000 submissions. There's maybe 1 or 2 slots that we could have actually fit into there. So yeah, we're disappointed, but we definitely learned something from it. I hope you take a look at this article and take a look at your film, and also go back and look at the previous episode we did, 15 things wrong with your short film, and really heavily consider all those things before submitting to Sundance. All right, thanks. Just was glad to share that with you. And make sure and subscribe so that you keep up to date with all the content that we put out, and future episodes of FestHack on STIFFtv. Thanks. All right, thanks for watching. This is FestHack on STIFFtv. Just hanging out here at Cafe Vita, right in the neighborhood, Pioneer Square. Our STIFF office is just right up the street. Just make sure and subscribe so that you're always informed about all the secrets about getting into film festivals, and when you get into a film festival, how you can be successful. Subscribe.